the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Shakes off the defender. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here's the give to Bothwell. Finding some room. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll keep it on second down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quarterback up, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up and still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On 3rd down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that 3rd down.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They give it to him again. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Craig. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Could not make his way to the corner.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in, it's Richardson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Wildcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
The run inside. It's Craig. Hard running there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Good timing on the quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Now give it to Fluff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. Might have a chance. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Craig. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. See if they go back to the air after that short gain on first down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these throw routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Snags it, and there's running room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make...
Maybe some room here. Rams him with the stiff arm. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
On first and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now give it to Fluff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. And that one's incomplete. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Just keep slinging it. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. They'll go with Bothwell. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Makes the catch. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Fafita. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. At the 35, he's loose. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And
got it in stride inside the 20. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the right. It's complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. That passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Here's a little room there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. After the run, now to throw. Working that left side now. Turning it on. He's finally Nice stop, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Unleashes to the end zone. Has it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And you tried the quarterback sneak to try to sneak it on the defense, but it was not effective. It went absolutely nowhere. Actually, it did. It went backwards, stuffed on that play.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to adjust the pattern. Powers forward. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Arizona. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's second and 10. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Bringing the heat. Got his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Right down the middle. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. And you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Going to the run, it's Craig. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Drills him with the stiff arm.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craig. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. A quick pass to the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They're going back to the ground. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Quick strike complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. On the ground, it's Craddock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Richardson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. To throw, it's Fafita. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air, it's Fafita. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him.
Got a little grass. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. He's at the 10.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Hauls it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll give it on the counter. Pushes ahead for 1 in 2nd and 9. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they move out front here in the
who's going to make the big play. They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Craig. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking for a big play. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Fafita. This time on target. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Well, they get a big play right there, and they've got a quarterback now who has been in a lot of two-minute situations. They drill this all the time in practice. He's the leader. He's the guy that can win this game. It's going to come down to him understanding when to clock the ball, how to throw the ball and get it out of bounds to put themselves in a position to win.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal.